We request our chairman, Mr. Nagaprasad Tumala, to please address the audience.
Good evening and warm welcome to the 17th Founders Day. Respected Chief Guest Ajay Mishra, our mentor Shomi, and my friends Rajshekhar, Prasanna, Divya K, Director Avnish, and Principal Arjun Rao, dear parents, students, and my dear teachers. Hearty congratulations. It is 17 years of journey. And we just have seen the school presentation by principal and the head boys and girls of senior and junior school. So when we go through all these achievements, they just look, they are happening. Dear parents, nothing happens. One has to make it happen. I know how much of hard effort the entire school team is putting to achieve such commendable national and international achievements, and I sincerely congratulate you, Arjun, and your team for such wonderful achievements. When I look back 17 years, or rather 18 years, when we were thinking of Oakridge, only one thing was there in our mind: we have to ready 21st century relevant children. None of us had any clue what is that 21st century going to look like. This was just at the beginning, in the year 2000. We were discussing this. No clue. But one thing was very clear, that 21st century is going to be so different from what it used to be. And today, after 17 years into this century, we are just getting the indications and experiencing the technology and the kind of consequences it is having on human life. The technologies, whether it is artificial intelligence or virtual reality or blockchain or you name, and you are all technologists, you know what kind of technologies day in and day out you are experiencing. And this artificial intelligence is now moving on to enhanced human intelligence. So probably the augmented human intelligence is what going to be the new reality that we are going to experience, like we are having augmented reality. So, and with the new findings, two of our campuses having Newton and Einstein, both the theories of these scientists are being challenged now. So Newtonians and new innovations need to be warned, and probably we need to look at the kind of new learnings that it is going to give. So what used to be considered as is a permanent, the world has established some belief, some knowledge is also being challenged, which is very interesting phase of life. Many jobs that were there in year 2000 are no more there, and people sitting on the dais can't even know what are the kind of jobs going to be there in next 5 years. As just Rajshekhar and Shomi mentioned, this is a very exciting and interesting phase of human existence we are all going through. And just I was reading somewhere, in next 12 years, that is by 2029, it is going to be, the mission is going to have human level intelligence. So while Rajshekhar mentioned creativity is fun with intelligence, intelligence with fun rather, but the missions are going to have such intelligence, probably many human beings cannot compete. So what is that we are trying to nurture with all these children? Most of these children are definitely for sure going to see 2100 and beyond, because now the life expectancy in this country itself is averaged 72 years. That means many of us are living beyond 80, 85, and show me here the grand old man, 83 years, still going strong. So what are those qualities? As Shomi mentioned, a few of the questions that you should ask the school. I just add few more things. This generation should have right questions, and they should also know how to collaborate with others to find answers, and also figure out viable solutions. And all these changes are so imminent. Today, the teacher role is changing very fast. Probably we don't need to hire teachers for their subject skills. Rather, we have to hire teachers for their inspirational qualities. People who can inspire learning are more in demand than who are having subject skills. I also foresee in very near future the existing structured courses, what Shomi was questioning, is also going to change quite a bit, and it is more than the grade level subject learning. It is competency based subject learning, where different age groups are going to be there in the same competency level class. The focus is going to also shift from intelligence to creativity, risk-taking, learning from failures. And dear parents, one thing we should all be agree and look forward to: let the children fail quite often. Don't see failure as a mistake or failure is something not acceptable. See, child is failing and learning from the failure. That's what is going to happen, because everybody is going to have 70 to 80 years of career. So when I look back, I'm already having 25 years of experience, which makes me feel old, but I don't want to give up so soon. So the point I'm making is, with the growing life expectancy, when they are going to have 70 to 80 years of career, they have to experience so many things. They have to change many times, and they have to fail many times, without which life is not going to progress. And the assessments are also going to change so much. It is mostly going to be the assessments on competence than the kind of marks that we are actually experiencing. Even governments are actually moving away from all these marks to grades and further beyond, and probably it is these children, when they are in the school itself, we are going to see quite a few changes. Here again, the kind of hierarchy of jobs, it is automation is not only threatening drivers, it is also threatening doctors. So no matter whether it is a high-profile job or low-profile job, all jobs are being threatened. So our students should not be worried about what all is happening in the technology space. The way we are looking forward to is, these are the children who should lead the change, who should create jobs, who leverage the technology and solve human problems, thus create a better world for all the human beings. That is the role these children have to play, and we are very cognizant of that fact, and we are trying to nurture our children very different from run-of-the-mill children. The schooling is going to be no more linear, it is going to be organic. Children have to learn from many sources. It is not one source, thus they are going to be lifelong learners. So they should always see an opportunity, not a challenge. That is the kind of skill we are trying to impart among these children. In such circumstances, as Shomi mentioned, they have to be good human beings. They have to have right values, and they have to have good habits, without which they cannot lead the progress. As in Arjun's presentation, it was emphasized that Spurti is not an initiative, it is our mission. Unless we actually take the society with us, we cannot progress anywhere. So, dear parents, encourage your children to be empathetic, to be responsible to the entire society they belong to, Thus, they are going to become good human beings. And here at Oakridge, technology is very centered to its thinking and its planning progress, and you are experiencing quite a few developments in last 1 year, whether it is a parent help desk, whether it is the tracking system or student supplies online. And now few more things are about to get launched, which are in pilot. Learner Profile Index, where IB says 10 attitudes and 12 profiles, all are being put on a artificial intelligence tool where parents are going to have a different experience and assessment about children. And also the WTR, which was a grade level tool, is becoming personalized. Very soon during this academic year, you are going to have a personalized WTR for all your children. And also another important and long-awaited piece is the parent app, which is in the pilot stage at this point of time, and we are going to launch that also during this academic year. There are quite a few things where artificial intelligence is being leveraged to enhance the parent experience, student learning, and teacher teaching in many ways. So our teachers are working relentlessly to bring best out of these children and ensure that they face the world with a lot of confidence and make a difference. In this process, the entire SMT, led by Avnish and Arjun, Barsa Prasad, Hema, and other SMT members are relentlessly working to see that all the dreams of Oakridge parents are achieved and children go out of the school with flying colors in their life. Thank you very much, my dear parents, for keeping faith in us, and we are here to fulfill your dreams. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the need to challenge our limits and creatively make use of the resources in this dynamic world. We now request our chief guest, Shri Ajay Mishra, to please address the audience.
Distinguished members of the Board of Directors present here on the dais, principal of the school, staff, teachers, students, parents, and other guests present here. First of all, I'd like to thank the principal, Shri Arjun Rao Garu, who gave me this opportunity to be with all of you here. I'm not saying it in a formal sense, but whenever I go to a school, a college, at least for that point of time, few hours, I feel young. So it is in my interest that I accepted the invitation which was offered to me a few days back. I would also say my sincere apology for being slightly late for the function here. As I mentioned to Sri Das, partly because of my indiscipline and partly because of the traffic, I was late. But more than that, I feel I missed out the first part of the excellent performances that were enacted and produced by the students here. When Shri Arjun Rao met me 3 days back, he gave me 3-4 books, the magazine of this school, and the work done by the students here. and other related material. As a sincere student, I went through most of it. I was really impressed by reading about the activities and the achievements of this college, of this school in such a short time. More than that, I was impressed by the performances which were here during the last 2 hours. For this, sincerely, I congratulate the teachers here and the students who have put in much hard work for making the show of today a good success. But then, while sitting during the last 1 hour, I was feeling nervous. Nervous because I have to address all of you. I was hearing the achievements at the state level, at the national level, and some achievements at the international level of the students of this school and also of the teaching staff here. I was thinking, I don't have any such achievement. What do I speak to the people present here? That was my nervousness. As the saying goes, one should be a lifelong student. So today, during the last 2 hours, I have learned